Early this morning, Melbourne time, the Australian-born Mary Donaldson became Queen of Denmark as her husband Frederik replaced his mother to become King Frederik X. They sealed it with a kiss in front of a crowd estimated 100,000. The King got quite emotional, wiped away a tear, and he promised Danes to do what kings should do: unite.
At blive en samlende konge er i morgen. Det er en opgave, jeg har nærmet mig hele mit liv. Det er et ansvar, jeg tager på mig med respekt, stolthed og stor glæde.
I see many Australians, especially Tasmanians, loving the idea that even one of us can rise to royalty.
Good luck to her. Good on her.
Good on her.
Good on him. Yeah.
Good on her.
Oh, it's wonderful. Finally, an Australian on a throne somewhere.
He seems quite at home.
Good day, and welcome back to Royal News Daily. Now imagine this. The fireworks have faded, the champagne glasses are empty, and an entire nation goes quiet, not for a countdown, but for a king. When King Frederik delivered his New Year speech alongside Queen Mary, it was not just another royal tradition. It was emotional, deliberate, and unmistakably human. And if you blinked, you might have missed just how powerful it really was. Before we unpack the words, the pauses, and the unspoken messages between the lines, make sure you subscribe to Royal News Daily and click that notifications bell icon, because if you think this speech was ordinary, you're about to find out why it absolutely was not. Now, let us set the scene. New Year's speeches are usually polite, predictable, and safely wrapped in optimism. But King Frederik chose something different. His tone was reflective, steady, and at moments quietly heavy. This was not a king talking at his people. This was a king talking with them. And standing beside him, Queen Mary did what she does best, said everything without saying a word. Transition with me here, because body language matters in royalty. Queen Mary's presence during the address was calm but attentive, supportive but not performative. She was not there to steal focus. She was there to anchor the moment, and that alone spoke volumes about how this royal partnership functions behind palace doors. Now to the heart of the speech. King Frederik acknowledged that Denmark, like much of the world, had faced both pride and pain. There were moments of national unity, but also reminders of loss, uncertainty, and global tension. This was not sugar-coated optimism. It was realism wrapped in responsibility. The message was clear. Strength does not come from pretending everything is fine. It comes from facing reality together. Here is where things get interesting. Historically, Danish monarchs are respected for restraint, but Frederik leaned into emotional transparency. That's a risky move in royal circles. Too cold and you seem distant, too emotional and critics sharpen their knives. Frederik walked that line carefully, and Queen Mary's presence helped steady the balance. It felt less like a broadcast and more like a shared pause between a nation and its leaders. Let us shift gears slightly, because this speech also marked a turning point. This is still a relatively new reign, and moments like these define public trust. In his words, Frederik was not just reflecting on the past year, he was setting expectations for the future. Responsibility, togetherness, and resilience were not just themes, they were promises. And then there was silence. Yes, silence. Those brief pauses between sentences carried as much weight as the words themselves. In modern media, silence is uncomfortable. In monarchy, it can be powerful. It allowed viewers to breathe, to reflect, and to feel included rather than instructed. Now add Queen Mary back into the frame. Her steady gaze, subtle nods, and composed stillness reinforced the tone. She was not passive, she was reinforcing the message. This monarchy understands the emotional temperature of its people. That matters more than any crown jewel. Here's the clever part, and don't miss this. By addressing both joy and sorrow, the royal couple avoided the trap of forced positivity. They acknowledged achievements without boasting, and challenges without despair. That balance makes the monarchy feel relevant, not rehearsed. And relevance in today's world is royal survival. Transition again, because the public reaction tells its own story. Social commentary and media response focused less on protocol and more on sincerity. Words like grounded, real, and comforting came up again and again. That's not accidental. That's strategy meeting authenticity, a rare combination. And let's be honest, in a time when institutions are questioned and authority is challenged, moments like this speech quietly rebuild trust. No scandal, no spectacle, just presence, honesty,